Alright guys, BOJoeKO here, and we are back with our Columbus Blue Jackets GM mode. The partying is all done as we celebrated our Year 4 Stanley Cup victory. I mean, it was a really good run up to the Stanley Cup Finals, and it just looked increasingly glim after game number 3 against the Winnipeg Jets, down 3-0 in the series. But Bobrovsky turned his game on, and once again, all the wins only gave up one goal each game, and we just came back and stormed together 4 straight wins to win the Year 4 Stanley Cup in Game 7 with a 4-1 decisive win in Game number 7. So what we're going to do in this video is what we usually always do, is we're going to do our little pre-draft video, evaluate the team, see who maybe needs to go, what needs to be done, whose contract's coming up at the end of the year, all that good stuff. So we'll continue to simulate up here. We'll simulate a day before the draft, do all the good stuff, the retirements, all that good stuff, check the awards, all that fun stuff, and yeah, we'll be probably ready to go. So I believe Patrick Marleau will probably be on his way out if he doesn't retire. And same thing with maybe Henrik Sedin as well. I think he has one more year left on his deal, so we can't trade him if we want to. But you know what? I don't know. Sedin's been actually playing pretty decent. So let's see. Brown, Denny, Hebig, Teixeira. Yeah, it's Teixeira and Gooley. Okay, so I don't know. Henrik Sedin might be one of those players that we maybe make a decision on if we want to keep him or not. So let's check out retirements here. Let's see who is gone for us. Okay, so Boschman, Fistrick, Allen. Nobody on Columbus. Wow. All right, nobody on the Columbus Blue Jackets retired. So Marleau and Sedin still playing. All right, Datsuk's gone. Miller, so Datsuk is gone. Detroit, see, probably guys could have got something if you didn't. If you probably would have traded them. But let's see. Anybody else with a lot of games played here? Markov, Bork, Paye, Gostad, Ribeiro, Joe Thornton, Stewart, Cole, Fiddler, Torres. Holy crap! Look at all the San Jose Sharks. Eric Brewer, Brooks Orpik, Strite. Daniel Sedin retired, so Henrik's still playing, but Daniel's gone. That's about it. Okay, and then goaltenders, just Backstrom, that'd be it. Okay, so we still have Marleau and still have Henrik Sedin, and they are still up on our thing. So we'll update our trading block when we're ready. But let's take a look at the awards for this past year. So your Stanley Cup victory goes to the Columbus Blue Jackets, first time in our GM mode. Might be only going for one more year if you guys decide to make it, but we'll see about that. President's Trophy went to Nashville. Currentus Campbell, Winnipeg. Prince of Wales, us. Art Ross went to Steven Stamkos. Hart Memorial, Carey Price. James Norris, Ryan Ellis. Lady Bing, Jonathan Drouin. Calder Memorial, Scott Glennie. Conn Smythe went to Sergei Bobrovsky, so it's been a goaltender every year so far. Vezina went to Carey Price. I guess so. William N. Jennings, Pekka Rinne. Bill Masterton, Barrett Jackman. Frank J. Selke, Jonathan Taves. Ted Lindsay went to Kari Lettinen. Maurice Richard, Jonathan Drouin. So, nobody really else got a big award there. Alright, so let's see if anybody on Springfield got anything for our team. Let's see. Nope. 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 Ortio, yep. Nikolai Godobin got the Fred T. Hunt Memorial Trophy Award for the Sportsmanship, Determination, and Dedication. I got that. Anybody else? Nope, that's it. Okay, so nobody really got some awards, but we got the one award that mattered. That was that Stanley Cup. So let's check out the prospects game. See if there are any really good players that are going to be in the draft this year, high overall guys. All right, so check out the red team first. Ooh, look at there. So we got an offensive defenseman, 74 overall, Chad Bishop. Okay, so I think he was one of the guys who was noted there that might be a high overall. So Chad Bishop, offensive defenseman. Okay, so I'll remember him. Let's see, anybody else? Russell Rupert, 65 overall power forward. There's that Teixeira guy. He's only 49 overall. Okay, so Bishop. What was it? Bishop. Who was the other guy's name? Bishop and Rupert. Okay. Bishop, Rupert. Jaden Dalton, 72 overall sniper. Eastwood I think is 60 overall as well, so that's not terrible. O'Reilly, 60 overall. Uh, Edgar Yandel, 63. So it looks like a lot of defensemen this year. A lot of defensemen. Goaltender, 63, Jared McKinnon. And that's about it. Okay, so let's go take a look on the scouting central and see where some of those guys are looking like they're going to go. So that Chad Bishop guy, the 74 or 70 something overall defenseman, looks like he's going second overall. So maybe if we can move up, I wouldn't mind grabbing him if there's somebody on our team we could trade. Let's see. So let's go for all their guys. So there's that Rupert guy. Looks like he's going seventh. Yandel's going ninth. And I think that's about it. Yeah, I think that's about it. There's that Eastwood guy who was going low overall too. Where's that McKinnon guy? That McKinnon guy might be going McKinnon's not going till 46th overall in the second round. Okay, so that might be an interesting draft pick to pick up there. Who knows? Jared McKinnon, we already seen his overall. He's 20 years old. We didn't scout him yet, so that might be another good little prospect goalie to pick up in the late second, or maybe with our first round pick. Who knows? If there's somebody good available, I don't know. I might be able to pick up that goaltender. So let's go to our contract situation and check out what's going to be happening this year. We can look at some overall jumps as well. Okay, so Bobrovsky has moved back down to an 86 overall. Oscar Dansk does need to be re-signed this year. We're going to have $25 million to re-sign all of our players this year. So Bobrovsky's still only signed for one more year in addition to this year, so we can continue to run with Bob. He's still a pretty solid goaltender. I mean, he's a Conn Smythe winner. We still need to keep him. Oscar Dansk might ask for a little bit more money now. Who knows? If he continues to jump up, we could have a nice solid 1-2 punch in goaltending. But you never know. After next year, maybe we trade Sergei Bobrovsky next year, or continue to keep him if Oscar Dansk is ready to go. But you guys will never know. We have to kind of make a decision on that. But if I can sign Oscar Dansk, I will. Sign him, then trade him, maybe. I don't know. I still think we can run with Bob for the rest of this GM mode if we wanted to, and just use Dansk as some good trading bait to get some players that we want. But goaltending, there's really nothing too worrisome in goaltending so far. Okay, so defenseman. Let's take a look at who we need to sign this year for defensemen. All right, so Gladwolf, we don't have to worry about him. David Savard moved up to an 83, so that's good. We have to sign him this year. Schuster, we have to sign him this year. He might get a jump. Same thing with Ellis and Wotherspoon. McCowan grown a little bit. Bryson Martin, Honka still stayed at 84. Jansen up to a 71. Prout still signed for one more year. Erickson, 82. DeHaan, remember, we still have to keep Calvin DeHaan. If I could trade Calvin DeHaan at the draft for something, I wouldn't mind that. That might be something I want to do here. To Kaiser, he's not going to be getting any better. Ryan Murray moved down to an 86. Johnson down to an 85. So defenseman doesn't look like we need to sign that many defensemen this year. It's just looks like Savard, and then maybe if some of these rookies get a jump, then maybe we might see another roster player there. But so far, our defense is looking pretty solid. Still maybe looking for that top two defenseman, but it's nothing we really have to worry about right now. Our defense situation is pretty solid. If I can get rid of DeHaan's contract, I would be happy with that, but we'll see if we can trade him for something. Okay, right wingers now. So let's see. So Kane's still signed. Remember, Kane's still signed for that long-ass term deal. We have to sign Danny Cristo this year, as well as Cam Atkinson. So Cristo might ask for a little bit more money now if he gets a jump. That is, even though he stopped growing, he still probably gets the jump from the end of the season. So 86 overall, we'll have to see what happens with him. Cam Atkinson, we have to sign. Maybe we can get rid of him if somebody jumps up. Kuznetsov dropped. Okay, so there was something I may want to trade at the deadline there for maybe a first-round pick or something like that. Kuznetsov is going to continue to drop. He dropped down to an 82 overall, so his trade value is not going to get any better. I think we could trade getting Kuznetsov at this point because he's just like a playmaker on the third line, which we really don't need anymore. And plus, with our rookies coming up, I think that's somebody we can give away. Because look at that, Daniel Sprong jumped all the way up to a 79 overall. So Sprong, who I think was like 71 or something like that, Sprong is ready. Sprong is ready. He's 20 years old, 4.5 stars, right wing sniper. Look at that shooting category. Dear God, he's got a hard ass shot. Not really that defensive yet, but he's got a good puck moving skills and senses category. So Sprong might be ready next year. So a guy like Kuznetsov can go and Sprong could go right in his place. Younger, same potential, just as good. Goodobin, same thing. He's 78 overall. We can put him up on that team if possible as well. Bjorkstrand, 71. And so, like I said, there's a lot of guys that we can do this, figure out what we want to do with this year. Like Trop dropped down to a 77. Same thing with Skilly, so we can get rid of those guys when free agency comes. Left wingers, let's see here. So Patrick Marleau, he is 86 overall still. I don't think we're going to re-sign Patrick Marleau, even though he is 37 years old. He's got four regular stars still. I mean, he's still a solid player. Still got 50 points. I mean, that's a decision that has to be made by you guys. Dubinsky, I would think I would want to sign him again. Even he still is 83 overall. He only dropped one overall. His defensive category is still great, so I still think we still keep Dubinsky around. He might be actually a third liner now, so now he can actually play in the spot he's supposed to play in. So his defensive category is still great. I might as well keep him around for more. Carroll obviously will re-sign him. Reichel, he might want a one-way deal. Same thing with Tambellini. These guys might be ready to come up this year. Centers now. Sedin. Here's an interesting thing. He's still got the 3.5 gold stars. He's still 87 overall. I mean, Sedin's a playoff performer. You guys cannot deny that. He's still putting up good amount of points on the first and or second line wherever we decide to play him at. Still 36 years old, but you cannot deny he's good in the playoffs. Last year, 18 points in 27 games, 19 points in 21 games this year for a +9 and a +6. And this year he was a minus player, but still, he's still pretty decent player. I still think we should keep this guy along. Maybe get rid of Marleau and just move on without Patrick Marleau. Maybe find a new first line player in the free agency or just move somebody up. Like Hodgson's still better. Ryan Johansson jumped up to an 86 now, so playing this guy in the second line seems to be working out. He could be a first liner now. His defensive category sucks, but he could be a first liner now. Move him up instead of Marleau. Who knows? Terrell, he dropped it back down to an 82. I think from playing on that third or the fourth line, but still, he'll continue to drop a little bit. His defensive category is still great, so I might as well just continue to keep him around as well. Anisimov, still 82. I think he went up to an 82, actually. Yeah, he's still pretty good defensive category. I want to keep all my defensive guys. Jenner jumped up to an 80 now, so he may be ready now. Who knows? The defensive category is still getting a little bit better. Who knows? McDavid, there you go. Like I said, McDavid is now an 80 overall playmaker. I think he's ready this year. He'll be ready for the team next year. Because see, like guys like Sprong and McDavid are ready to come up, as well as all the like two-way forwards and grinders. So yeah, it's time to maybe just start unloading all the older players and get these new players up on our team now and see what we can do. So, if we have to decide what we want to do with this team right now, there would be first line's looking like Patrick Kane, Cody Hodgson again, and then maybe Christo, maybe Sedin, maybe Marleau, maybe Johansson. I don't know. There's a lot of decisions that need to be made here. But forward-wise for forwards, we have to figure out if we want to re-sign Patrick Marleau or not. Like I said, he was that rental player, but, if we have the money, I say we do so. Dubas, we want to sign. Skilly, we don't need him. Anisimov, we can re-sign. Atkinson, maybe, but I don't think so. I don't think we need Cam anymore now with Sprong and McDavid ready to go, so I don't think we need Cam Atkinson anymore. Trop, we don't need. Christo, we definitely want to try to re-sign him as a second-line sniper. Janmark, obviously want to try to sign him. Jenner, same thing. Tambellini, yep. Carroll, yep. Reichel, yep. And that's it for forwards. So I don't think we need guys like Atkinson to fill out this team anymore, but you never know. If we have money and we could sign these guys and maybe trade them, so be it. But I don't think we need to. We can just let them go to free agency. Defensemen, all it's really just Savard, and that's it. Everything's looking pretty solid for defensemen. And then goaltenders, we just have to re-sign Dan. So honestly, I think we're good. I think I can maybe just go into free agency and the draft and figure out what I want to do for the trading, on my trading block and whatnot. I don't really think. I think I know what I want to do. But I think I will just continue to look at your guys' suggestions just in case. So that's one of my main things too. If I can trade DeHaan at the draft for something, just get him off my team for like a pick or something like that, just to get rid of salary, I'll probably do that. But I'm just gonna update my trading block with. I'm gonna put Henrik Sedin on there, because he still has a good bit of trade value. He's still a first liner, and I'm also going to put Patrick Marleau on there. as well. Even though they have 1 year left, Sedin would be a good person to trade at this draft if we want to. Marlowe, I don't think anybody will take him just because he has 1 year left on his deal, but you never know. There could be somebody that comes at us for it. So I'm going to update my trade block for that. And I think I'm going to call it a video, guys. Next time I'm going to go into the draft, going through all free agency and the re-sign phase, and I think I can handle myself. I think I know what I want to do. But thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe as always, and we'll go into the year 4 off season, and we'll situate and figure out the situation with this team.